At the very outset, I would like to first say, by going by the video with which the show started, Mr. Anderson's show, I don't think I will give you any new ideas for enterprise, but I will definitely tell a story. Okay? Being an English teacher, like it was just now announced, I think as an English teacher, I would have more stories to share rather than give ideas, because going by that video, I don't think I qualify as a speaker at all. Anyway, that was just the lighter side of things. So I'm here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to the students who are here to watch this show. I'm here to just share a few stories with you, a part of my life's journey and challenges that I feel were challenges, and also to give you a few points to ponder. I'll start with first telling you what my title here means. Challenging the cul-de-sac of a mundane existence. Why have I called my speech that? Because I feel that impossible is not just extraordinary, but also ordinary. The day-to-day mundane existence is also challenging, and we need to recognize that. I think we all know that already. So before I get into the ideas, I would first narrate a few stories from Greek mythology. Heracles from Greek mythology was one of the greatest heroes. And he in a fit of rage had killed his family. So he was tasked with 12 insurmountable challenges. Haven't we all heard of Herculean task? The expression, the adage comes from there. So Hercules had to kill a lion. He had to capture a 3-headed dog, Cerberus. These are a few of the challenges that I'm mentioning here. Then, of course, the 9-headed Hydra monster had to be slayed. All of this he accomplished, and many more. And he earned for himself a place amongst gods, the Greek gods. Another Greek hero, Sisyphus. In the myth of Sisyphus, we study that Sisyphus had cheated death. He had even captured death. That led to chaos in the mortal world. So what exactly happened was that he was punished for eternity. He was punished to push a rock up the hill for eternity, only to see it rolling down back again the moment he reached the top. So what do we see there? We see the juxtaposition of the absurdity of fate against human struggle. Another novel, famous one, by Melville, Moby Dick, has Captain Ahab. Captain Ahab was driven by the urge to take revenge against Moby Dick, the name of the novel being Moby Dick. He wanted to kill this giant whale. And he pitted his forces against a relentless nature. Coming to the more recent ones, we have Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games, Harry Potter from the very own Harry Potter series, Baggins from the Lord of the Rings. So what do these heroes tell us, and why are they there? Basically, they symbolize the human quest of a monumental feat of defeating something which is considered insurmountable till that point in time. That is the quest which is symbolized by all of these heroes. So, when I decided, we are not heroes, we are living a mundane existence, a day-to-day existence. So, when I decided to leave the cozy confines of a well-settled life in a big city, what was I thinking? I was trying to push the boundaries of my resilience. I was trying to push the boundaries of my skill to unlearn and relearn. I was also trying to push the boundaries of my tenacity, both mental and physical, to achieve something new, to grow. The choice that I made nearly a decade ago has helped me to grow. It has redesigned and redefined my life. Therefore, and we see that whenever there is growth, there is a change of perspective. We speak a different language, we ask different questions, we make informed choices. All of that happens when we grow. The profile of a teacher has changed. In the current context, it has metamorphosed. It has metamorphosed into something totally new. A teacher is a counselor, she's a guide, she's a mentor, she's an absent parent, she's a sibling, and she's a friend, all rolled into one. Now, how challenging is that? Isn't that very challenging? On a day-to-day basis, what is a teacher doing? A teacher is basically putting aside the adult perspective and assimilating and incorporating the perspective of a teenaged mind. That in itself is insurmountable. That in itself is a challenge. Let's not call it insurmountable because teachers are doing it day in and day out. So that's something very challenging. That is something that needs to be recognized. Teachers teach you how to push the limits of possibility. How is it that you are going to reach somewhere where you want to be? Because she's the one who tells you that the limits to possibility are only disappearing rainbows and they are not fixed boundaries. Now, I'll ask you students, tell me, as students, if there is something that is insurmountable, if you feel there is something that is challenging, how do you go about achieving it? What is going to be your modus operandi? What is it that you should do or not do in order to achieve something which you consider insurmountable? At the risk of sounding cliched, I have taken this, let's say, SWOT analysis. I think this is more of corporate jargon than a teacher's language, but still, I feel it is very important. We need to understand our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our strengths. Every challenge at the beginning can be turned into an opportunity. All the opportunities that are laid out there for you, you need to recognize. So what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the opportunities? And what are the threats? You need to recognize that. You need to analyze all of that and then carry forward with conquering the insurmountable. The first thing that you need to do, we all have regimens. When we go to the gymnasium, we have a regimen. For beauty treatments, we have regimen. Women know that, right? So, for growth also, there has to be a regimen. What kind of regimen should you be following in order to grow, in order to achieve the insurmountable? First and foremost, you have to have a growth mindset. The mindset has to change. You have to be persevering, you have to have the right attitude, you have to have focus. If you don't have all of this, then it is difficult to say that you want to challenge anything or you want to achieve anything in life. First, find out why. Is there anything that is insurmountable for you? If you think it is, what is it? And ask yourself, are you fired enough to go after it? Do you have the right kind of motivation to go after it? So once you ask the why, you'll also get an answer to what and how. That also will happen. Along the way will come failures, and you have to learn to embrace them. It's very important because they are part of the process. In order to achieve something, failures are the ones which will be the stepping stone towards your destination. We always have heard that a journey is better, or a journey teaches you more than reaching the destination. Therefore, embrace your failures along the way. A strategic plan. It's important to have a plan. You cannot go around, groping in the dark, not knowing which side to go. I want to conquer the world, but then I don't know what exactly is my plan. Plan is important. Once you've decided what your goal is, and if it is insurmountable, break it down. You think it's too high a goal for you to achieve, break it down into sub goals if need be. Deconstruct it to the lowest common denominator. Bring it down to that level where you can achieve it step by step, foot by foot, each day. It's important to do that. Building momentum. You have to build a practice. You have to work towards it. You have to live it. You have to sleep. You have to dream that goal. You have to continue to think about it. You have to focus all your energies on it. Support system. A support system is something that will go along with you in your success. Don't be scared to share your dreams, students. Don't be scared to share your ambitions with anybody, because you will find people who will challenge you, people who will push you, people who will support you, and they are your support system. So all of this is part of your achievement. Building, or as we say in today's parlance, leveraging a support system is very important. And of course, discipline. To be focused, to be persevering, and to do so many other things together. It has to be all focused in one place. It cannot be scattered. Your energies cannot be scattered. Remember, we are not Heracles, and we may not find a place amongst gods. But our mundane perseverance will definitely find deification when the lights are out and you have taken your final bow. I will leave you with the thought, a Hindi or an Urdu quote, just to loosely translate it. You can rewrite your fate. You can dictate your fate. You can change the absurdity of your destiny. खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले, खुदा बंदे से ये पूछे, बता तेरी रज़ा क्या है. Thank you.